Hey guys, Trav here. Today I want to show you a simple AFK fish farm that's console friendly, or at least PlayStation friendly, that you can build early game to help you get some of those blueprints, including mending, that are really going to help you get a head start on your world. Okay, so here's what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. Something like this. Real simple. You don't need a whole lot to it. You can see on my hotbar some of the items you're going to need. Chests, a couple smooth stabs, whatever building blocks you want. We'll use iron here so it's easier to see. Steps help, some hoppers, a note block, a repeater, some dust, an iron door, string, a bucket of water, and some tripwire hooks. Okay, so not much, and you'll see how we build it here. It's not too complicated. So as far as floor plan, it's going to be 5 wide, 5 deep, and as far as height is 1, 2, 3, 4 high, including the part that's going to be recessed in the ground. All right, so there's a couple models out there to make this with different storage units, and they all work the same. So let's just get stuck in and give this thing a shot. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our storage chest down. So there's two just like that. And that's going to be our bottom storage chest. All right, so let's go ahead and knock the front of these out, and we could put stairs here. Perhaps. There we go. We could put stairs here, so that way we can walk over them nice and easy, but we can still access those chests. Now, let's throw some more chests on top, just like that. Okay, so now we need to feed these chests here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a hopper into that one, and then we're going to feed a hopper into that. And that's where the water is going to sit. Excuse me. So now what we need to do is get to the chest underneath. Okay, so to do that, we can knock all these out. Hopper into that, hopper into that. All right, so that bottom chest over there is going to be fed from that hopper point from this when it's full, and then this one down here is going to be fed just like that. Okay, now you might notice this chest here isn't hooked up. You can add a few more hoppers to make it hooked up, but I kind of like having a drop chest, so when I come before I start my AFK fishing, I like to put my items in here, or I can store the good rods that I have in there, and that's kind of my drop chest. But do what you want with it. And you could always add a filter system later to automatically weed out bad fishing rods, or things you don't want, and have them disposed of. It's also a good idea to have a lava block nearby, a lava bucket in the ground that you can dump all the garbage into when you're sorting through it. All right, so that's that. Now what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and actually put this grass back in for now. There we go. Just like that. So what we're going to want to do now is put our door down. So it has to go up against this guy. Let's try from this side. There we go. Okay, so our door is right up against this hopper. Perfect. Now let's go to our slabs. We're going to need one to stand on, a block here, and a slab on top of that. All right, so now we got the basics done. So let's go ahead and build the holding area for the water, just like this. We can get rid of that. And then we're going to come out one more, so it's going to be 2 blocks wide on either side and 1 block up. That's going to hold our hooks. So let's go ahead and grab our hooks. We don't need our chest anymore. Now we can grab our string. Tripwire hook here, tripwire hook here. That's going to be held together with string, just like that. Okay, so now let's get the wiring done. So come out like this, over one, and then you're going to need a note block here, just like that. You're going to need a block on top of this iron door to power the door. So now we can get rid of that. Repeater to pull the power from this block, from the tripwire hook. Dust, 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 like that. And then we can grab our water And dump it right there. Okay? So, now this thing's all set. The reason I'm using a repeater here, okay, which it isn't necessary. You could just do wire on top. But one tip I'll give you, if you're playing multiplayer, I've had the issue where the timing will be perfect for me, but sometimes when my friends or my alternate account use the fish farm, the timing isn't right, which you'll see in a minute. The door won't stay open for them. So sometimes I have to add a tick, or sometimes 2 ticks of delay if someone else is on the server or my alternate account's on the server, just to get the timing right. So if for some reason that door's not working for you, as you'll see in a second, mess with your repeater, add a tick or 2 of delay, and see if that solves the problem for you. Okay, so let's grab a fishing rod. You're going to come up here, you're going to stand right up against these. You're going to look at the door, right about top middle, just about like that. And you're going to hold your L2 or your cast button. And right now, all I'm doing is I'm actually doing the change of pitch against that note block back there. Oh, and we got a fish. And the cycle just keeps repeating. Just like this. And as I catch better fishing rods, then I could use those rods to obviously increase my chances of getting better loot. Okay, but a couple nights of doing this after you've been building, go AFK for a night or 2 of doing this, and that's going to help you get a lot of decent notebooks and some decent gear to get you off to a good start. Okay, last minute thoughts, make sure that the water is exposed to the sky. Okay, my main base where my AFK fish farm is just about a bedrock level because it's built in a slime chunk. So I had to actually go and dig out all the way above it and just put a piece of glass in the top. Okay, so make sure the water's exposed to the air. Other than that, it's as simple as this. Sometimes, like I said, that you'll have, if the door won't stay open like this, and you just kind of keep recasting, maybe mess with that timing. First, make sure you're looking at the top center of the water just like this, and if that's not doing it, see, like right here, it took a couple times, that's fine. But if you're having a problem where it keeps opening and closing and the time is just not right, add a tick of delay and see if that solves the problem for you. Okay, that's what that repeater's there for. Everything's gonna be filtered down through the chest system, so all these should go in the bottom. We've already got a couple things here, and then once you start getting better fishing rods, like I said, you're gonna increase your chances of getting better loot. So real simple, easy to build. Get you off on a head start. If there's anything else you guys would like to see or have any other suggestions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Other than that, guys, have a great weekend. This is Adam.